Jimmy from Cuff and Stuff. Well, here we are. It's a beautiful July day. Never say never. I would have never thought that one of these was going to show up at the Cuff and Stuff Cook Shack. But here it is. It just came off the truck. And hey, there's nothing to do but put it together and try it out. So hang tight. let's burn this thing in. Pellets. I'm gonna put, I've got this divided up into gallon bags. The way I was using it with smoke tube. Let's take a couple of these bags. That's a good bit of pellets. Definitely will do for a burn off. And all we're gonna do is get the oil that came from the factory on. All right, we poured the pellets in. Now, this is so difficult. Let's push the power button. Let's set this 350 is good enough for me. We're gonna set it at 350. We're gonna open it and let's slide the diverter open a little bit. I want to see it ignite. Now, you hear the fan running when it comes on, but it's going to take a little bit for the pot to catch fire before you see smoke. So let's see where we've got the stack here. That's open enough. And let's watch it and see what happens. You know, in putting this thing together, and if you're at all mechanically inclined, I recommend that you put your own together. Don't buy the floor model. One of the reasons is you really get to know this smoker by the time you put it together. Now, most of what you put together, if you watch the video, is the base. These pieces parts have to go in it, but as far as the main drum and all of this, there's very little assembly required. But you still, as putting the pieces parts in there, you get a good look at it and you get to see how it's put together and how it works. All right, well, I don't know whether you can see it, but we got fire coming up through. Now, I'm gonna take and pull that so it covers it. I'm gonna close the lid. Now, I keep hearing about this jet sound you hear, and you can tell a big difference once this thing lights off, because it really does start to give a roar. So let's go along here and see what we get. I'm already starting to smell sort of a oilish paint smell, and we're at 120 degrees. So let's let it run a little while and I'll bring you back. Okay, well, we have been 45 minutes right at 350 degrees. Now this thing varies, I notice, between 349 and 352. So let's call it 5 degrees plus or minus. Close enough for me. All right, I'm not gonna be cooking that hot, but I wanted to come in here and burn this off good. I don't have anything but a wood smoke smell to this. So I'm gonna shut this down, and the one thing that I did not show is this button right here. Anytime you clean out your popper or in your first initial burn, when you're priming these pellets, If you'll hold this big button right here, it'll prime it. You'll immediately hear them drop in. Now, I turned it on and did not do that for a couple of minutes, and then came back, held the button down until I heard them plinking, and we went from there. So don't forget, when you change it out, be sure you prime your auger good to get them in the cup. Now what this is going to do, I've shut it down. It's going to go into the cool down, the shutdown cycle, and I can go underneath once it cools off. And the thing I like about this 1150 is I can just unhook that cup and it'll drop out the bottom, and I can take it and just blow it out. I've got an air compressor in my shop. I just take and blow that out, and I'm ready to go again. So I'm real excited about seeing how this is going to cook and the food it's going to turn out. So thanks for sticking around. Until next time, hang tight.